welcome back to another slow fashion video. I do get asked often about how to tell if a company is truly a slow fashion company or not. Where should people shop if they want to buy slow fashion? I mean, first and foremost, shop your closet first, always. I really think we need to shift the slow fashion conversation away from consumption in general. However, there are times when you want to add something new to your closet that isn't secondhand and that isn't, already in there, obviously. Otherwise you wouldn't be adding it. Anyway, when that happens, I have a couple of key things that I like to look for to suss out whether a company really has slow fashion values. So I will share them with you today. But before that, a big thank you to today's video sponsor, Skillshare. I love partnering with Skillshare. I talk about them often because they are all about community learning and honing your skills or developing new ones. I'm just all about learning new things. I mean, it never goes to waste. If you don't know about Skillshare, they are an online learning community and platform where you can find thousands of classes on just about anything from personal finance to running your own business to creative pursuits. This month, the class that I'm taking is called Find Your Style, 5 Exercises to Unlock Your Creative Identity by Andy J. Pizza. He's an illustrator and a designer. I think a lot of these principles and mindsets and activities could be applied to personal style. The first 1,000 people to use my code Alyssa Beltempo or use my link in the description box below to sign up will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Number 1, the most important, in fact, probably also the easiest thing to tell if a company is operating from a slow fashion mindset is the scale and the rate of their inventory offering. I love this because I am very lazy, and if you don't have time to do a lot of research and understand all of the nuances and definitions that come with sustainable fashion, all you have to do is go to the company in question's website and see how much product they're dropping in each category and how often they do it. Huge scale, huge volumes. The only way you can sustain that kind of volume is through high turnover and low cost. The next thing I look for is the company's aesthetic and if it's focused and if they offer a similar style season after season. So I'm not necessarily looking for a classic aesthetic as we know it, but more of a classic aesthetic to the company itself. This allows them to be focused in every other sense of the word, from choosing material, optimizing their styles and designs so that they're not wasteful. From the customer side of things, it means that we're not being constantly rushed into a purchase decision. It means that we can wait and save up for a certain garment that we want from this company and not worry that it's not going to be on offer in the next year or in the next season. Good examples of this are Power of My People, my favorite Canadian shirt brand. Number 3, you will not be shocked about this one, high quality construction. A slow fashion company will create product that was meant to be worn and washed and loved for years. They actually want you to wear your product for a long time and pass it down. Product that is made to last does not have obsolescence designed into it. Whereas if you look at, traditional fast fashion retailers, clothing is often made to only be worn a few times. Maybe it's for a social occasion or for an Instagram post. Whereas a company with slow fashion values will not have obsolescence designed into it. So they're using high quality materials, good quality construction. I have a video all about how to identify a high quality garment, so I will leave that up here for you. Number 4, I feel like this is a big one for a lot of people, and for me, I think I've added it to my list of criteria simply because it's 2022. If you're a brand and you're not telling us about the provenance of your materials and where your stuff is made, I don't know. Oftentimes, customers want to know the provenance of their product, at the very least. However, full disclaimer, just because a company is telling you everything and is word vomiting all this information at you about the provenance of their product, doesn't necessarily give them an automatic slow fashion checkmark. No, it doesn't. In fact, I don't think Anything does, because this isn't a game of either or black and white. Like I said, all of this is very nuanced. So even though I'm getting off track a little bit, I do think transparency is important, but it is certainly not the be-all and end-all. This final criteria is one that I love to see, but it's definitely not everywhere. It's a fairly new idea, and that is anything circular in nature. So take back or refurbishing and mending programs. I think this is fantastic because it really shows that the company is thinking about the end of life of their product as well. A company that I recently discovered, which is a good example, is Day Owl. They focus on backpacks, and while they do make their own new backpacks, they also take in old backpacks from any brand and they fix them up and mend them and get them ready for sale and resell them. Monica Vinader is also a company that has a lifetime warranty, for example, so that means they actually want your jewelry to last and wear for a really long time. So that is what I have for you today. I hope you liked this video and those tips. Of course, again, that is just the tip of the iceberg. These topics can really get into the nitty-gritty. I've already mentioned this, but slow fashion, sustainable fashion, it's not a black and white thing. It's not either or. There is a lot of duality, and I think that's important to remember. So if you have any questions, pop them in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or if you learned something new. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. A big thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I'll leave that link for you in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful that you spend a part of your day with me, and I will be back in another slow fashion video. Ciao!